Hi, my name is Ann Potter, and I'm with Camps Rock, and I am here to tell you about an exciting new program we're starting called the Director Members Club. If you've never heard of Camps Rock, we are basically an online, fully searchable directory of summer camps. We're comprehensive in that we get as many camps as we can from the city that you're in, and we also let parents search by age, grade, date range, topic, location, and keyword. So using all of those criteria, parents can filter down and find exactly the camps that are perfect for their family. I'll tell you more about Camps Rock in a minute, but right now I want to tell you about the Director Members Club, and I'm going to hop over to my computer and walk you through a little bit more detail about what we're doing. I think you'll find it pretty fun.
Okay, I want to tell you about the Director Members Club. This is basically a club specifically for camp directors and education directors, basically for anybody who's in the business of bringing summer camps to kids. And actually it also would include spring camps and winter and overnight camps as well. So this is a private club. It's exclusive access to members-only content. Every week you'll receive information from us of 4 different types. The first of the month you'll be getting a detailed bundle, I'm calling it, a combination of video plus either a report or a workbook or something that goes along with the video, and then a 5.5 tips of the month. That's also a video, a shorter video, but related to the monthly topic. You'll get a monthly newsletter. And then at the end of the month, there will be a live Q&A session. We also are going to have a private Facebook group for you all to get together and share ideas and ask questions. And as a part of some of the bundles and the tips of the month, I'll be doing some interactive things on that Facebook group where we can begin to get to know each other. And then the big thing that I think is like a huge value here is, as a member of the club, you will get upgrades for up to 20 of your camps listings in Camps Rock. Now, if you've never heard of Camps Rock, I want to tell you a little bit about how this all began. I'm a mom of 3 kids, and my husband and I both work full-time. And so every summer at the beginning, early spring, I would start the process of trying to find summer camps to fill up our summer for 3 kids with 3 totally different areas of interest, and it just was an overwhelming task. I would spend hours and hours searching the internet and talking with other moms and looking at flyers that were coming home in the mail, and it just would take me a very long time. Here's an example of this. This was 6 years ago, so here's an example of a spreadsheet that I used at that time to literally, for each one of my kids, I had listed out what they would be doing each week. They all had, like I said, different interests, different sports that they were doing, and then of course other things that were just part of our family for the summer. And all of it had to be coordinated. It was just very hard to do. And one day I looked at my husband and I said, there should be an app for this. And so this is our first back of the napkin drawing of what we wanted to do. That was to create an app that would connect parents and families who are looking for summer camps to organizations that offer summer camps, and that they would be able to easily find each other in the app. So, cut to spring of 2015, this is what we came up with. So Camps Rock, the parents can search on zip code and a distance. They can put in a keyword. They can select theme and subtheme, age, grade, and date range. They can use any of those or all of those, whatever combination, and bring down the results list that matches the criteria they're looking for. So our first year in Dayton, we had almost 1,000 camps listed, and obviously with 1,000 camps, parents really did need to put in some criteria to filter it down to a manageable number that they could look at. But these truly were, it's comprehensive. It is as much as we possibly could. We've had everything in the greater Dayton area listed. Once the parents have this results list, they can browse through this. This is 50 items long, so you're just seeing the first top of it. But once they find one they're interested in, they can click on it, and it'll take them into a detail page that will tell them more about that camp. And it goes into every different type of detail that a parent would need to know about that camp. And in this particular one you're looking at, this is an upgraded camp, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But so it just gives the parents an easy way to learn very quickly all the critical information they need to know. There's also a link to get to the camp's own website so that parents really can organize their information easily. We really felt like Camps Rock is a great opportunity for camp directors and organizations that offer summer camps to get the word out about their camps. Also, parents can search and find exactly what they need for their family, so there's no more tearing your hair out and messing around and trying, just sort of wasting your time doing that. And then kids get to go to camps that are perfect for them because the parents really are able to drill right down to the kinds of things that that child is interested in, and kids get to go to something really interesting to them. This has been sort of an underlying goal of mine, was just to get more kids going to summer camp. I think there are a lot of parents who are not aware of summer camps or never really thought about it, or there's plenty of opportunity for parents even just to have their child go to 1 or 2 summer camps over the summer and just experience it one time. And hopefully Camps Rock is that platform that allows some parents to find the camp option that they maybe never would have. It is free for all camp organizations to get listed in Camps Rock at the basic startup level, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. We want this database to be as comprehensive as possible. So what's the Director Members Club? You know how to run a summer camp. You know how to put all this together and make a curriculum of interesting information that's going to keep kids active and involved and having fun. You know how to hire the people to do that and how to price your camp and all of the things that are involved in bringing your camp to market. And that's not something that I have the expertise in doing. I would not know how to do that. But what I do know is I happen to know a lot about the summer camp market. And that is from way back when we first started writing our business plan and doing our market analysis and figuring out exactly what we were going to do. And then on up through 2015 and 2016, where we've been running Camps Rock, and we've just learned a lot about traffic patterns and what parents are looking for and what camps are out there in the market. So it turns out that I know a lot about that. The other thing is my audience to my website is exactly the same as yours. My audience is parents of school-aged kids who are specifically looking for summer camp. I mean, that's the people that are coming on my site and browsing around are actually actively looking for summer camps, and that's what you want to learn about, how to reach those people. And I thought, well, what if we all got together, formed a club, began to share ideas and information with each other, and basically just got better and better at providing summer camps and getting the summer camp market in our area sort of growing and moving along. So that's where I came up with this. It's a private club, and I've already talked about all this: the exclusive access to members-only content, the weekly information, the beginning of the month, the detailed bundle. I'll talk in just 1 second about what that is, the 5.5 tips of the month, the newsletter, the end of the month live Q&A, the private Facebook group, and the fact that all of your upgrades in Camps Rock are included in your club membership. So what happened was about 2 months ago, and actually it's been more than 2 months now, but I started putting together a report that would be collecting all of our traffic data from Google Analytics for the summer of 2016 and put it all together into a report. This was just for my own curiosity. I wanted to know what kind of trends I was seeing and how I might be able to make the website better. And as I went through putting this this report together, I began to realize that this would be incredibly valuable information to you as well. I just started really getting excited about some of the cool things I was finding out, sometimes surprising bits of information that I was finding that I didn't really expect. So this is an example of the kinds of questions that I was looking for. What were parents searching for? What age ranges and grades were most common? The themes and the keywords and the zip codes. And then also I was looking at things like, based on the themes that were most popular, how many camps were actually being offered in those themes. And then for camps that maybe there weren't enough camps being offered for something that was popular, basically kind of looking at the supply and demand of what is out there in the market. So here are the examples of the kinds of bundles I'll be doing. Of course, the one I just mentioned in February, we're going to be giving you this 2016 summer camp report, and it will be accompanied with a video, and we'll walk through all the different elements of the report. There are about 20, well, there's over 25 different data points, and I look at them from a number of different vantage points and point out to you some of the things that I think are most interesting bits of information. So that will be the February bundle. Then in March, well, for the month of February, I'm doing a parent survey. So I have a survey going out that will have, it has around 25 different questions, and I'll be collecting all of that information and putting that together in a report for March. It's always great to hear what the parents have to say. This is questions like, how many camps do their kids go to, and what were some of their favorites, and what kinds of problems do they have with trying to schedule their children into camps, finding the things they're looking for, what is missing, all kinds of questions along those lines and other things. So I'm pretty excited about that report. That'll be, I think, interesting to look at. And then let's see, now this would be for the month of April. I'll be doing a bundle on Facebook marketing. I'm not an expert on Facebook, but over the course of the last 2 years, I've used Facebook primarily to market Camps Rock, and I found for myself that Facebook was the best place for traffic for me, and so I spent a lot of time watching videos and reading about how to just improve your advertising and get better traffic, and make sure that when you are paying for advertising, you are getting click-throughs and people are looking at your information. So I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I've learned, and then also in addition to that, the how to increase your organic reach, the free reach. And that's really important because whenever you have an opportunity to market yourself in a free way, that's awesome. And then this will be in the month of May. We're going to do a bundle about retention and just a whole bunch of ideas about how to get the kids that come to your camp to come back to your camp, whether they come back later in the summer, or maybe they've already signed up for the whole summer, maybe they bring some of their friends with them, how to get them talking about your camp and make sure that their parents know that they really enjoyed it, and just a lot of different ideas about retention. In addition to all those monthly benefits, the bundles, the 5.5 tips, the newsletters, and the monthly live Q&A. Remember about the Facebook group. That's going to be, oh, and I mentioned here from cities all over the Midwest, we are rolling this out. So we started in Dayton, Ohio in 2015. We're rolling this out for 2017 into Ann Arbor, Columbus, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Lexington, Kentucky, Knoxville, and Asheville, North Carolina. So we're going out to 8 cities, and this Facebook group will have camp directors from all over those cities. So you won't just be interacting with people right here in your own local area. You'll be interacting with camp directors from all over the Midwest. You can share ideas and ask questions and figure out, if you have a problem you're facing, you can just go to the Facebook group and just ask if anybody else has ever had to deal with this problem and what did they do. We'll be doing some interactive activities and things like that. But I'm a part of another members club, and I would say the Facebook group, which I didn't expect to be the best part of the club, it is actually pretty close to the best part of the club. So I think this will be a pretty cool thing. And then finally, and I think probably actually most importantly included in your subscription, is going to be upgrades for all of your camp listings on the Camps Rock website. I can tell you without any question in my mind, based on all of the data in my Google Analytics, that the upgraded camp listings get significantly more traffic. And I did this very carefully because it was important to me that I be looking at apples to apples. So when I looked at the traffic patterns for if it was a faith-based camp that was upgraded, I looked for another faith-based camp that I could compare it to. Same thing with like a traditional multi-topic day camp that was upgraded. I compared to another one that was in the similar zip code area. Just again, so I was comparing apples to apples, and I can tell you that the traffic spike for those that were upgraded is anywhere from 4 times to 12 times, and actually, honestly, I have some that are even higher than that. I had one that was 50 times more successful than a counterpart that was a faith-based camp, 50 times more successful than the one that was not upgraded. So there's just every piece of data to say that the upgraded camps do get more traffic to the detail page, and then also click-throughs to your own website. So this is a huge benefit right here. I mean, I think probably right there pays for the Director Members Club on its own. Your camp upgrade features include your logo is going to be on both the search results list and the detail page. You'll also get unlimited text on your detailed page. A basic free listing is 300 characters. 300 characters is enough for about 3 or 4 sentences, which is a good, I mean, you can put a description in there, but when you have unlimited text, you can talk about every bit of detail of the camp. Parents love to know, like, what is the actual daily schedule? What are the special things they're doing this week? Is there a field trip? And give me some specifics on the field trip. Tell me about the people who work there, who are the camp counselors, and what are their backgrounds. So having all that unlimited text for a parent is fantastic, for them to be able to read all of that in one place. Then when a parent does a keyword search, the keyword search is looking through this text on the detail page, and if your listing of 300 characters doesn't happen to have that word they're looking for, your camp won't come up in their keyword search. So being able to put as many descriptive words about your camp, including, like, let's say you're a dance camp, you want to make sure it says tap and jazz and hip hop, and translate that into whatever your theme of your camp is. I mean, you need to be putting those details into your listing so that when parents are looking, they're finding you. You also get a rotating carousel of photos. Parents absolutely love to be able to see the setting, like what is the space that their kids are going to be in. Let me see some other kids that are having fun there, and maybe an example of the kinds of activities that you do. You'll also be listed under 5 themes and sub-themes. The free listing is listed under 2, which is great also, but when you're listed under 5, you just have that much more. I mean, you have at least 5 times as much exposure. I don't know how the math works out on that, but it's a lot. You have a lot more exposure when you have more themes listed, because, of course, when a parent is searching on theme, which, aside from age, theme is the second most popular way that parents are searching. But if you're a sports camp and you were listed under basketball, but you also do soccer, but you didn't list under soccer, then you're not going to be found if they search for soccer. You know what I mean? So that 5 themes and sub-themes is really important. You'll also have a clickable a clickable button that will take parents directly to your website. Now, on a free listing, you do have a link. The parents will have a link that they can click on to get to your website, but it's sort of down underneath all of the details. For the upgraded camps, there will be an actual clickable, very obvious button that is just to the right of all the details, so that it's very, very easy and obvious for a parent to click straight through to your website, and that will go to whatever page you tell us to take it to. It could be a registration page or a detail page or whatever you want. Again, here's the same example, but this is an upgraded page. Here you see they have the unlimited amount of text, and this goes on. And then underneath here is where the carousel of photos is, and the button would be over here to the side. And then, like I said, the logo. This, for 2017, this logo is going to be a lot bigger. We wanted to expand the size of that. So I'm just looking for some camp directors who are interested in hopping on board and helping me set the direction of this club. We're brand spanking new, but I have tons of material ready to go, but I want to get basically some people who can help me make sure that I'm heading in the right direction. And so therefore I'm offering this very special introductory price. I'm only offering this for up to 30 people. So this will, of course, include all the benefits I just talked about and the full year of your upgraded camps for just $10 per month, and you will be locked in at this $10 per month price for as long as you stay a member of the club. So it's really important to keep in mind that I'm only doing this for 30 spots at this $10 per month price. That will end on Friday, February 10th, or when all of the 30 spots are taken. And then after that, the price is going to increase to $20 per month. So it's really great to think about doing this right now while you have an opportunity to get this price. If you think about this, the regular price of upgrading your summer camps is $100 for the first camp and $10 for each additional camp. But at $10 per month, your club, even if you stay for the entire year, is going to be $120 for the whole year. And you're going to get all of your camps upgraded up to 20. So I don't know how many camps you might have. If you have one, or you might have 9, or you might have 15, you're going to get all of those upgraded, all for the cost of $120. And you will also have access to all the member benefits that I have already described. Now, if the club doesn't sound like your thing, and I totally understand that, you maybe aren't financially ready to do something like this, or you're just maybe not convinced that this is something that you need, I still want your organization to be listed in Camps Rock for free. It's really important to me that our directory be as comprehensive as possible, and I cannot be comprehensive if I don't have you participating. So that's why it is free, and it always will be. I've had people say, is this a trick? Are you going to try to, bait and switch me or anything like that? It's not. I honestly want as many camps listed as possible. So please sign up to receive our free newsletter. When you go to our website, you'll find a place where you can click and get the free newsletter, and at that point we'll also keep you informed on how to get your camps listed for free. But I'm really excited, and I really hope you'll consider just joining, even if just for a month or two. You can cancel your membership at any time. This is not a long-term commitment, and you can still keep that 2016 analytics report. I say here the analytics report would be worth at least $200. I think it's probably sort of priceless. It's only priceless for 2016, but still it's information that you really would not be able to find anywhere else. It just so happens that because of the nature of my business and the traffic that I have to my website, that I've been able to collect all this information. But it's included as part of your first month's bundle, and if you don't like the club, if for whatever reason you want to cancel, you'll still get to keep the report. Here are some things parents had to say about Camps Rock. Jennifer said, I used your site the last couple of days and it's really great. Lots of information there that I wouldn't have had any idea about otherwise. Deb says, love. I have been researching for my grandkids, and it can be overwhelming. I know how much work this has taken. Kudos for putting this together. We have had a lot of traffic from grandparents, grandmas who are trying to help their daughters do this, and so they love it. The grandparents have been a great source of traffic for me. Jennifer said, this is awesome. You are a lifesaver. And this one, I just about melted when I saw this one. I think I love you. LOL, this is awesome. That was Emily. And then Leanne says, I absolutely love it. Super easy to use and search for upcoming camps. And then, this is fantastic. We're new to the area, and this is a godsend. That's something that I've heard multiple times. People that have recently moved or don't know a whole lot about the area have been able to find stuff that, of course, it'd be very hard when you move to a new place to find this kind of information. How do you join? You either on the email that I sent you, there will be a link to this directormemberclub.com, or it's also in a link on this video. Once you're there, there will be you can read all kinds of other information about what we're doing, and there's plenty of places that'll take you to the sign up page, and you can use a credit card or debit card using Stripe to sign up. I'm so excited. I hope you'll join me, and I just really want to make Summer Camp 2017 to be just an awesome year.